What's up, people? I'm over here in Gonzales, Texas right now. Gonzales, Texas. Working out here. We've been out here for about a week already. I just want to show you another sand yard that we're at. This is Vista Propellant Sand Yard in Gonzales, Texas. They load us up off of these rail cars right here. These rail cars right here. So all those have sand in them, and yeah, they load us up. Let's see if I can get some action going right there. That thing that's at an angle right there, that's called a I just forgot the name of it. I think it's called a gibbler or something like that. Oh, whatever it is, that's what stuck in my mind after he told me. Gibbler? It's a conveyor. See this part right here? That long platform from that black pipe sticking up all the way to the under the rail car. That's a like a conveyor belt, and it goes at an angle. Yeah. The conveyor belt while it's going. Let's see. Let me get a pin. Where am I at? Okay. This conveyor belt goes and it shoots the sand up this and down this sock right here. In the middle up here of all these trucks, there's hatches. There's two hatches. Well, there's three hatches, but we use two of them. We open these hatches up before we start to get loaded, and we look at our gauge. Let me get the numbers. Let me get the numbers so I can let y'all know what's going on. So I can let y'all know how much we get. Okay. Since they don't got nothing going on right now, these gauges. All right. I'm getting 48,000 pounds. Okay. This is what I'm looking at. My suspension gauge. This is what I'm looking at, my suspension gauge. Okay. When I get 48,000 pounds, the first pod's going to be at first pod will be between 50 and 55 pounds. And when I'll honk my horn when it's between 50 and 55. Yesterday I really didn't have to do that with these guys. Because that guy right there, he's pretty good. But yeah, so I'll see what's up. I'll keep an eye on that needle. Between 50 and 55 psi for the first pod. And when it gets to about 55 psi, I'll honk my horn if he hasn't stopped yet. And then we'll go on. I'll move forward so he can load up my second pod. When I get to the second pod, I'm going to go between 60 and 65 psi. When I get to 65 psi, then I'm going to get out and we're going to go check the trailer gauge. The trailer gauge should be sitting at 60 psi. And that'll indicate that I have about 48,000 pounds, give or take a few hundred pounds. Right now, I think they ran out of sand on the hopper that they were on. Let me show y'all what a hopper is. Okay, right here. Okay. See this right here? Those two tips right there hanging down from the train. That's a hopper. Okay. that's one hopper. There's another hopper. So there's a wall right here. Or let's not say that there's a wall. I don't think there is, but I think that there's so much sand, and they depleted all the sand that they were at, so they moved to the next hopper. Takes about. I came here a few times already. It's like my fifth time over here, and it takes these guys about. It takes them about 30 minutes, more or less. So I got here at 12 o'clock. I got here at 12 o'clock p.m. and by the time I leave, I'll probably have been here in about an hour. You just told him to move. I think you told him to go to the next gibbler.
I'm going up there.
Alright, he's going to the next one. So, yeah. They'll load me pretty fast. 30 minutes, watch. I just gotta position this sock right here where I'm right in the middle of it. Right now, he's to my side, to my right side, telling me to go forward. I went just a little bit, just a hair too far. All right. So right now, what Frankie's doing over here is the same thing that I'm doing back here. So this area where we're at right now in Gonzales, Shiner, Gillette, and Refugio area. They're about these wells are about, some are 30 minutes away from the loading site, some are about an hour and a half. But yeah, they're about an hour and a half to 30 minutes away. This well that we just came from, is 30 minutes away. So hopefully we get sent to back to that same well. I'm about 45 minutes away from Corpus Christi. So everywhere you look, you see seafood places. I've been working for about a week already. I came here about a week ago from San Angelo. Worked a week, And my dad lives in LaGrange, Texas, which is about an hour and a half away from us, from where we're at right now. So I decided to take my 24-hour reset up there in LaGrange. I stayed up there 2 days. Had a good time. It was my brother's birthday, and I bought about $300 worth of meat. Barbecue. We made some chicken, ribs, sausages, boneless pork ribs, pork steak, and I bought up some steaks, but I wasn't able to make them. I totally forgot about them when I threw everything on the grill, and by the time I remembered, man, we were already eating. We were already eating, so yeah, I decided to save them for the next day, making some steak and eggs, and now I had made some other stuff with my on my barbecue. I say barbecue because that's, to me, barbecue is the process, and not so much the meat, like barbecue meat. To me, barbecue is the process of marinating your meat, if that's what you do, or prepping it and throwing it on the grill, seasoning it, and just getting it all nice and good to go. That's barbecue. That's my definition of barbecue. Grilling is just something you throw on the grill right quick and take it off. That's grilling. Like burgers, you grill burgers, but I was gonna say,
You get loaded before the animal left your ankle. He's got.
I was saying, like on my, I'm fixing to get to 55. Fixing to get to 55. Let me show y'all. Get my side away. Get this side away. Wrong gauge. Alright, I'm almost at 55. I'm at 50. Between 50 and 55 is what we're looking for. Okay, so I just honked. I'm gonna set y'all down right here right quick. And he's moving me forward. Now I'm moving back. Alright, 50-55 is where we're at right here. Now we're going to go to the back to where the trailer's at and make sure it's at 60. That's when I told him to stop, when it's at 60. We got another line of trucks. We're at 50 PSI right now. That's one pod. There's another pod. I don't know what that is. That's a hatch over there, but I don't know what that is. Almost there. 60 PSI is what we're looking for. We're about 55 right now. A little over the pass. Should be good. Alright, he gave me the thumbs up, let me know that I'm done. Actually, I let him know that I'm done. He gave me a thumbs up to let me know that I could go. Alright. Put y'all right here. Put y'all right there. What's going on up there? I like giving Frankie a hard time. Come around.
Put your big ass around me. Tired of smelling it. I thought you took a shower last night.
Yeah, he's gonna throw sand all over the driver's side. Watch.
I don't care.
Oh, I know you don't.
If you get sand all over in front of your front pot, underneath the lid.
See? Yeah, now we're fixing to go scale out. When you come into this facility, you scale in, and when you scale in, they get your the gross weight of the truck. Then once you get loaded, you scale out, and when you scale out, they get the gross weight again. Then from the gross weight, you take away, you write down the net weight, and your net weight is whatever the sand is, however much the sand weighs. And I called for 48,000 pounds. We'll see how close they get. They have a scale on the on that conveyor deal, that gibbler. I know it's not called a gibbler. I gotta ask John Frank. Hey Frankie, what's that machine called for the sand?
Doodler.
A fiddler?
Doodler.
A gibbler?
Doodler.
Diggler? I don't know what it. I think he said diggler. I'm not sure. I'll call it a gibbler. It's close enough. But yeah, they have a scale on that. Bigler. I think that's what it said, bigler. Either way, that little machine has a scale. I'm not sure how it works. If it measures volume or I don't know how it works. I gotta ask one of those guys one day if I ever feel like it. But yeah, they have a scale on it, and they'll stop when you tell them how much you. When you scale in, they have a little over there where the that gibbler deal. the guy has a tablet, and when you scale in over here, say we're coming up to that scale right there on the other side of that tree. You scale in, you tell how much, you punch in how much weight, poundage you want, and it transfers all the information to the loader over there. And he has all your info, and he stops it whenever the scale says. But these last few days, that scale's been off, so we've been having to let them know where to stop. Yesterday they did pretty good actually on mine. They unloaded one guy. They overloaded one guy. Like they didn't give him like 58,000 pounds. He had to blow off that sand somewhere. We got shorted one day, so we had to come scale in, come scale out, and then go get reloaded again. All right, I'm pulling onto the scale. This is the scale right here, what I'm driving onto. Scale right here. That little platform right there, that's your kiosk. If you ever hear kiosk at these loading facilities, that's what it is. That's where you get your tickets at. Kiosk. Yeah, on point. Well, I asked for 48,000. A lot of guys load at 50,000. But if you ask for 50,000, a lot of times they give you over 50. $49,280, baby.
Not bad.
Somebody got to give that guy a reach around. Go ahead, Frankie.
No way.
All right. I'm gonna pull over right behind these trucks over here, and I'm gonna fill out my paperwork. Since these wells are like 30 minutes away, well, we have a few that are 30 minutes away from this location, but that don't mean that they're gonna send us to that well. But I think they are, because the coordinator at that location said that he was going to be waiting for us. So I think he pulled some strings so that way we can go back. Otherwise, we'd be having to drive an hour and a half away to another well.